Alright, what is going on, guys? I'm your boy SuLLy. Today I'm back again with episode 102 of SuLLy on Sundays, my weekly vlogging series where for 5 to 10 minutes a week I sit down, talk to you guys about how my week has gone, any information I feel is necessary to update you guys on, and just to sit and talk about life in general. Apologies if there is any weirdness going on with the video. I'm having to record directly through Sony Vegas because my webcam software isn't actually working for some reason. It allows me to take photos on the software, but when it comes to actually recording a video, it's just not letting me do it for whatever strange reason. But yes, I am back, I am here, and SuLLy on Sundays. Pretty much this week in terms of uni, as per, it has been very boring. I went into my lectures on Monday and Tuesday. Did we have any workshops this week? If we did have workshops this week, I didn't attend them. Yeah, I didn't attend my workshops this week, which is annoying for me and the group that I'm currently working with because I kind of needed to be in those to help them out, but I wasn't, so apologies for that if anyone from the group is watching. If anyone saw the video from last week, there was some decent explanation as to why, because I was in a very rough spot. Things just weren't going particularly well for me, and I'm still just trying to sort my head out and feel slightly better with regards to that and everything else. But other than that, my illness is progressively clearing up. At the start of the week, my throat was pretty much fucked. In Real Talk Ranch, you could tell I was ill. Last night, my chest was the worst it had been. And today, I do feel slightly better in terms of that illness, but again, not perfect. My nose has still been running and blocked every now and then, so I've had to clear that a few times, and I've just tried to avoid doing much along the lines of going out of my room this week. I did go out on Monday as I normally do for one of the student nights we have here. It was an okay night, there wasn't too much happening. It was just a typical Monday night at Toast, but yeah, nothing too special happened, nothing odd or peculiar happened that night. Just a normal Monday night out. And then on Wednesday, did I go out? No, I didn't. On Wednesday, I stayed in, did RTR, and then just laid in bed. And then on Friday, Friday, I went to the SU. It was St. Patrick's Day. Me and my friend Will went out. He actually really would like a shout out, so there you go, Will. I know again it was short and sweet, but it's your second time being mentioned in a SuLLy on Sundays, so don't complain. But yeah, we had prees beforehand, got very drunk, and then went to RSU. There was a St. Patrick's theme thing. They had some Irish dancers come on for some songs. They played a couple of Irish songs, but other than that, it was a typical SU night. There wasn't anything too different or out there about it. It was just another SU night that we got drunk at and just tried to make the most of. After that, we ended up going back to Will's for a bit, played some PlayStation. He got a drunk Kalat on Battlefield 4, I think it was, and just started going nuts. So that was actually pretty cool. But other than that, it has been an exceptionally sort of chill week. Nothing too bad has happened with regards to me or my mental health. Nothing really out there has happened on my course or anything. Wait, was it this week where we watched? It couldn't have been. Basically, at my uni, for whatever reason, oh my god, it was this week. So yeah, I'll talk about this in terms of what's happened on my course. This week, for one of our topics or modules, we were doing it on glitch, low quality aesthetic, and something else, some other topic. And the films they made us watch that week were so weird. There was like a 40-minute film of someone typing out code and getting things to happen on the screen without any dialogue, any additional sound, no characters, and there is no record of this thing even existing on the internet. You can't find the film online, you can't find the person who created it hasn't even talked about it or done any research on it. And if you look, my uni's module on it is the 4th most searched thing for that topic, which is ridiculous because this thing's been around since I can't remember when the film was actually made, but the actual coding bit of the film, the actual video that was recorded of that, was from 1982, which is just mind-blowing that we actually literally sat through and watched that. By the time it had all finished, there were about 20 people left in the hall, and usually our lectures will start off with over 100 people in them. And we also watched just literally an hour of CCTV footage with people's faces covered up, and they tried having like a weird deep philosophical meaning to it. It had Tilda Swinton doing narration over it, and it was honestly the strangest thing I think I've ever had to sit through. One of my mates was convinced that we've all now been mentally conditioned to be turned into assassins, so if there's a trigger phrase that we weren't aware of, then we could all just go out and be made to kill people, which is quite an interesting thought. Another theory about what the hell we watched was that those movies were the torture techniques used in A Clockwork Orange, which is actually really weird because I watched A Clockwork Orange literally days before we started watching those. But yeah, that is probably the weirdest thing that's happened at uni since I've been here. In terms of my course anyway, it was just so random and so strange. But yeah, in terms of content on the channel, nothing apart from RTR and this has gone up again, but it's becoming nice and consistent now. We have the video on Wednesday, video on Sunday, and then sporadic videos, whether they're Call of Duty. I will be doing the nerdy rants I've been promising for months. At some point I can go back and watch Rogue One again and do a full no spoilers review that I promised literally weeks after that film came out, and it's been 4 months, but finally there is a HD torrent for it. Finally there's a HD stream link. Literally, like, I think it comes out on DVD in a matter of weeks, so I'll be getting that on Blu-ray as well to add to my complete Blu-ray collection. What else? Yeah, in terms of content, that's literally all you can be expecting. The consistent stuff of RTR coming out every week, and then SuLLy on Sundays every Sunday, obviously, as it has been for however many weeks now. I realised my math for that was completely off in last week's episode, or in 100, where I was talking about how many weeks I'd done it consistently for. Yeah, I was completely off with all of that. I now don't really have a clue how long I've been doing it for consistently. I'd go out on a limb and guess about 60... What would it be? Well, we're nearly 3 months through 2017 already, and there would have been 52 from last year. So it would be getting around 64-ish, I think, based off of that basic concept of 4 weeks to each month and that sort of thing. But yeah, other than that, not really a whole bunch to talk about apart from state champs yesterday. Went to a gig with my friend Georgia and her friend Lydia. Went to watch state champs in Camden. Exceptional gig. They were so incredible live, and I'm so sad I've not seen them before. We saw them, As It Is, and this band called Northbound, who were supporting. Northbound have never done a show in the UK, so it was cool seeing their first gig. They were so good live. I followed them on Spotify straight after start, and I've been listening to them quite a lot today. But As It Is and State Champs live was so good. The only disappointing thing was that there was no pits, annoyingly, and when there were pits, they literally lasted for the main drop of a song and then would just disperse again and pretty much be non-existent, which was quite sad, because that's the first gig I've been to in a long time that I haven't ended up in a pit at. So that was the only downside of it. But other than that, sets were amazing. The atmosphere was awesome. The people there were kind of annoying and a bit all over the place, and we had a really strange couple in front of us that pretty much looked like they were going to start having sex on the floor of the gig. I don't know. There was some weird moments last night. And then the journey home, there were some absolute messes on the trains. But yeah, other than that, it's been a pretty boring week. Haven't done anything too exciting. Even after this, I'm probably just going to lay down, chill, watch Star Wars maybe, or another film that I can find online, or catch up on some TV shows that I do need to watch. But yeah, I digress. That is going to do it for SuLLy on Sundays, episode 102. Apologies again for it being a bit boring and a bit all over the place. When we make our films, I'll actually ask my group if I can upload them to the channel. I'm pretty sure they'd be down for some added exposure, even if it isn't too much. But it'll be really awesome to show you guys what we've been doing, or what I've been a part of over the last year, because with the first film I wasn't able to, because I haven't really spoken to the person I've worked with much since, especially not with regards to the film we made. But yeah, that's really the only reason that never went up. And the other thing was a like TV studio thing that we did for like 3 minutes that we didn't actually get copies of. But yeah, other than that, I've been your boy SuLLy. Next week, expect Real Talk Rants on the Wednesday with myself and Razza, and then SuLLy on Sundays again. I do actually have a COD gameplay that I'm putting on my PC now. I've saved it from my PlayStation, putting it on my PC, and it'll probably be up on Monday or Tuesday. But yeah, other than that, I've been your boy SuLLy. It's been SuLLy on Sundays, episode 102. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.